Hello, my name is Michael Garrick. I'm a student at University of Bern, and today I will do a presentation about Novartis share performance 2015 and whether or not the company will outperform the market. First, I will provide you a short introduction about the company before I will do a DCF valuation and a multiple valuation to conclude whether or not the company will outperform the market. Novartis is a Swiss pharmaceutical company that has its operations divided in three main segments. As you can see in the table below, the largest segment is pharmaceuticals, where also margins are the highest, but sales growth over the last 3 years was the lowest. If we have a look at the relative wealth chart, we can see that Novartis outperformed the benchmark due to CFROI levels that were consistently above its cost of capital and partially high asset growth. Historical margins were very stable except for an increase in the last year, and sales growth as well as asset turns decreased in the last 4 years. To do a DCF valuation, I will need an input for sales growth, margins, and asset turnovers. I forecast sales growth of 6% or 0% depending on whether I use historical growth rates or the most recent financial data to forecast sales. I forecast margins to drop to 29% over the next 5 years. This is because Novartis was only able to maintain its margins due to significant cost reductions over the last 10 years. However, I don't think these cost reductions can be sustained in the future. Asset turnover is already at a rather low level and I don't expect it to change significantly. Using the two different approaches to forecast sales, I would estimate the downside potential of 1% or an upside potential of 8% for Novartis shares. In the remainder of this video, I would like to do a multiple valuation using Holt's PP and Holt's economic PE ratio. As you can see in the table, using Holt's economic PE ratio, I would estimate a share price of around $115 and using Holt's PP ratio, I would estimate a share price of $109, which implies an upside potential between 7 and 13%. So in a conclusion, I would say based on a comparison to peer companies, Novartis share price has considerable upside potential and therefore is likely to outperform the market. However, the most recent financial data suggests that the company is fairly valued and no outperformance can be expected. In conclusion, I would suggest investors to hold their current stake in Novartis share and monitor future sales growth very closely. If the company can grow its sales, it will outperform the market.